There was a lot of news coverage of what was the worst blizzard in Kentucky history, and this incredible true story of this family trying to save their daughter in the midst of that storm. So I was really, really compelled by that, and by the heart and soul of it, that it's a family story, that it's a father fighting to save his daughter, and I have a daughter myself, so I really connected with the heart and soul of the thing. As I was looking at the true story and looking at the real people, I feel like there's a responsibility and an obligation to tell their story in a way that honors their life. And because I've done a number of true stories, I take that responsibility very seriously. When the project came to me, it was called Angels. And I was looking for a descriptive word to make that more specific. And I really liked this idea that this is a story about ordinary people. When you take on a project like this, and I have done quite a few of them, where there are children at the center of the story, it's so vital that you find kids, that can hold the weight of that. And I was really nervous about it. We didn't have a long time in casting, but man, both Skywalker and Emily, after weeding through many dozens of auditions, both of them were the ones that showed up, and you just go, "Oh my gosh, is that girl really 5 years old?" Alan was a great surprise in this movie. It's not at all what I imagined the character to be to begin with, just because I was thinking of sort of an everyman and somebody who's a hardworking blue-collar guy who's, arguably not as large as Alan is. He's a big guy. And so when the idea first came up, I had seen Reacher, and I was really excited that they were making the show with him as the lead. And then one of my producers had met him and said, "You should meet this guy." And I thought, well, is he really the right thing to play the everyman? And then when I met him and spoke to him instantly, I was like, oh yeah, this guy understands what it is to be a father. I was so excited about Hilary Swank. You get your hopes up when you're in the casting process, and when her name came up and when I heard that she was possibly interested, I was kind of holding my breath, hoping it would all happen. I have genuinely been such a big fan of hers for so long. Million Dollar Baby is a movie that I've seen many times and really love. And The Gift and Boys Don't Cry, a lot of her work that I'd seen, and some of her earlier films that aren't as well known, where she's very funny and she's very always honest and complex.